Hi there, Dr. Gary here on the road. We sell dental practices nationwide. We are dental practice brokers, and we've been doing this for the past 13 years. Today's topic is active dentist, just passed away 2 weeks ago. No exit strategy. Now what? So we'll get into what happened in this situation. As you know, we're now in 28 states. We have 10 employees, including 2 CPA accountants. And we're here to help you 363 days a year. We answer the phone from 8 a.m. until 9 p.m. every day, except Christmas and Easter. So please give us a call. We'll be happy to help you out any way we can. Our phone number is 201-663-0935. 201-663-0935. So our website is dentalpracticeguide.com or nationwidedentalpracticebrokers.com. Give us a call or look at us online anytime. Now, if some of you have all this information you're about to use for informational purposes, entertainment purposes, it's not legal or business advice. If some of you are thinking about selling to a DSO, your large practice, grossing over $1 million and have over 5 chairs, or actually now it's more like grossing over 1.6 million and have 6 chairs, we can help you. Often the DSOs will pay our commission. We don't work for them, we're independent. They'll pay our commission. And when you work with us, many times we can get your legal fees reimbursed upon successful closing based on certain criteria. So give us a call. So what happened? We knew this doctor. Obviously, we're going to change some of the terminology and some of the facts around to maintain privacy. We tried to sell this doctor for a period of time. He did have cancer. And we had some possible offers, but doctor was so stubborn, simply wouldn't listen. And it was a real estate and dental office package. The real estate needed a significant amount of work because it was an old home. Doctor was just tough, difficult to deal with because he wouldn't accept. Everything had to be higher. The price had to be higher. And doctor knew he had cancer. Doctor knew his health was compromised. But psychologically, he was great to talk to. He was energetic, and he was still working. He even had an associate. But we just got the call that 2 weeks ago he passed away, and we're just getting the call now. So, what do we do now? At that point, we had tried to sell his practice, weren't getting a lot of takers, and the takers we did, he wasn't happy with the price. So we didn't look at it for about a year. And now we just got the phone call that he passed on 2 weeks ago. We wish they called her sooner than the 2 weeks, but we can understand the family's grieving. But what do you do now? The associate does not want the practice. This is in particular needed a tremendous amount of renovations because it was like 35-year-old dental chairs. It was never renovated. So it was a massive amount of renovation, I think. And some of the young dentists, or dentists that are associates, just want to be associates. They don't want to own a building and own the practice. And I could respect that, but they just don't want it. So what we did, over the years we did try to sell it, but then we haven't seen him in a year. Now we got the message. Now's the chaos starts. What do we do now? Well, first they called us. They're going to have to engage us again because our contract's no longer active. We have to find out who's making the decisions. Some say his wife is, and then the rumors are saying, well, maybe his brother's helping. I don't know what's going on with the office itself. Is it still active? We hope it's still active, and we hope the associate's still there. I don't know. This is all unraveling now 3 or 4 days. We just learned about this 3 days ago. So it had been 2 weeks that he passed away. We learned about it 3 days ago, I think. And now we're here to help. We're asking, well, who's in charge? Who's making the decisions? And they say, we'll get back to you. So you have all this chaos going on. I don't know if the buyers, again, if the associate's there or not. I don't know. I don't know what's happening with the staff. So now I'm in the middle of this, and fortunately, we had some of the information, but that now all our information is a year old. So how do you advise somebody? Because we don't even have the current. We're going to have to get the current information. We're going to have to get the doctor a good dental attorney. We're going to have to decide if we're the ones that are going to help them. I think we are. They'll need a dental attorney. All these things have to start ramping up, and you got to start advertising it already. So by the end of this week, we'll be at 3 weeks that the good doctor passed away. I mean, the sad part is he knew his health was compromised. He knew he had problems and still did not have an exit strategy. I mean, this is what goes on. It happens all the time. And it's happening now. The problem is most dentists, they don't want to hear about it. It's not going to happen to them. Their father lived till 99. Their mom lived to 105. It's not going to happen to them. But I'm doing it right now. I'm right in the middle of it. 2 weeks ago, he passed, and it's like, now what do we do? So we're going to be 3 weeks by today, Friday, and we don't have data. We don't have the upcoming. We don't have the information for year 22. We don't know who's taking control of everything, who the attorney's going to be, what the asking price is going to be. We have a feeling what we should be, but it's probably nosedive down from when we were trying to sell the practice. So we have a lot going on here in a short period of time, and 3 weeks will have passed today, Friday, and I'm in the dark what they want to do. And they're going through some issues with the family and so forth. Obviously, he just passed away. You don't want to be in this position. You just don't want it. That's why many of you just say, well, I'm just going to keep working. It's no problem. Well, there is a problem, and this is the problem right now. Maybe a practice you can get 70%, 65%, but now this practice is worth maybe 22, 24% on the market. I don't know. As more time goes on, it's worse because it's going to be a record sale probably. I don't think anybody wants to take over this space because it's so much work and it's the house. So this will fall apart, and hundreds of thousands of dollars would have been lost, all because someone didn't want to plan properly, have everything ready to go, or would have sold the practice earlier or do a record sale earlier, so at least we could have some continuity of care. We don't have that now, and we're dealing with this now. We're going to do the best we can to line up everybody, find out who's in charge, find out who the attorney will be, suggest an attorney, figure out the numbers, keep the staff together, keep the associate working. You don't have to start sending out messages to patients because you have somebody working there. Let's keep that going. But he doesn't want it. We knew he didn't want it. He never wanted it. And this is a problem. Now we'll have to go probably into a record sale because the space is so large and it needs so much work. It would probably have to be a record sale. And the gross was a little under $1 million. And he just made it like he's going to last forever. That's it. Nothing's going to happen to him. Even though he knew he had cancer in advanced stages of it, doesn't matter. I think his positive attitude kept him going. But it doesn't matter, let's press on, is what he would say to us. Well, he's not pressing too much now, and we have a problem. And this is what you have to deal with, we have to deal with if it happens prematurely. You wonder why sometimes we suggest maybe it's a good time to sell if you're up in ages and you've collected a few dollars at least for the retirement. At least cash out while you're on top, even if it's, people may tell you to keep working. I understand that, but now look what we're dealing with. Hundreds of thousands of dollars are going to be lost. So we'll do the best we can. Stay tuned for more news, more information's coming up. Constantly we are updating everything. We're at over 6,000 views, over 272 YouTube videos. We hope you find it interesting. Stay in touch. Thanks. Bye.